Believe it or not, the Bears beat Detroit. And for the first time in Matt Eberflus's coaching tenure, they've won 2 games in a row. This is Sports Talk Chicago. Jon Zaghloul here with you. John Meadows directing and producing. Follow us all over at Sports Talk Chicago. Hit the like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel as we get near 20,000 subscribers and help out all of our great affiliates near the top of your screen. WKAN 105.5 The Ticket, HCTV, Cities 92.9 Talk FM, Jet TV, and WJOB. I am stunned, to say the least. And there's really not much to complain about. I'll be honest, there really isn't. You know, Justin Fields had a really bad first half, but things picked up in the second half, and he finished the game with, I believe, a 95-plus passer rating. The Bears' defense, I think, still, though, was the biggest key of this game. Not even the Bears' defense, although they played great. Jared Goff making bad mistake after bad mistake, gifting the Bears turnovers, gifting the Bears an opportunity to have good field position, end up scoring easy points. That made the big difference in this one to me. And here's the key. Here's the big reason, okay? 0 fumbles for the Bears. 0 picks for the Bears. And we're going to talk about that in a second from Justin Fields. 1 fumble, 2 picks, all from Jared Goff. Jared Goff, for whatever reason, cannot beat the Bears, and Jared Goff single-handedly made the Lions lose in this one. The Lions lost because of Jared Goff. And the Bears won thanks to some great defense, some above-average quarterback play, and their opportunities and abilities to score and capitalize off of turnovers. And here's the key. And this is something we talked about even in this show from this week, believe it or not. And I said this on the show and I'll say it again right here. Here's what I love. No turnovers from Fields in the fourth quarter. No turnovers from Fields in general. Could this be a turning point? I don't know. I'm not going to go out on the limb and say that, but I'll tell you what, there's progress there. The Bears said before the game in a report that was reported on NFL Network saying that they don't know what they're going to do with Fields yet. The official answer is they don't know. Their question is, does Justin Fields win them championships? And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to say that today, but I will say this. He showed improvement today. There's no denying it. There's no cutting it any other way. Now, he had overthrows and bad throws, but when the Bears needed him to come through, he made plays. The big pass to DJ Moore, the 30-plus yard touchdown pass on a free play, that effectively shifted momentum in totality for the rest of the game. That ended the game, kind of. The Lions were hanging around, but that really was the nail in the coffin for the Bears winning that game, to me. And Fields and his ability to hold on to the football, especially in the fourth quarter, throughout the game in general, to have no picks, to have no fumbles, to have no issues, that was the reason why they won too. He did his job. As a quarterback, that's what he's supposed to do. The play calling got better in the second half. I don't know where the hell that's been all year, or let alone even in the first half of the game, because Fields entered halftime 4 of 7. Turned it on in the second half, got more opportunities to throw the football. So the Bears made it happen, and they won. Really fair and square, too. Jared Goff usually is solid, but for whatever reason against the Bears, he's a turnover machine. The Bears did a good job at forcing him to make mistakes, keeping him frazzled and pedantic in the pocket, and they did a good job at forcing him to turn the ball over. And off of those turnovers, this time, they did a good job at scoring off of them. They did a good job at scoring off of those turnovers, a good job at exploiting them for what they were. Mistakes. Blatant mistakes. Bear-ish mistakes. That's what Jared Goff was doing today. That's what the line... It was really weird. It was a tale of 2 different teams. It was a tale of identities being swapped. The Lions looked like the Bears today. Dumb fumbles, bad throws, interceptions galore, and not coming through when they needed it most. Meanwhile, the Bears did what good teams do. That's why they won. If the Bears played like this every game all year, they'd be 8-3, 9-3, whatever, 10-3. They'd be actually good. I don't know why they can't replicate it, but if they play like this moving forward every game, there's no denying that they're a good team then at that point. There's no denying their ability to win. to score, to exploit turnovers. They have 15 takeaways now as a team on this season. That's the highest number in a long time, and there's still a couple of more games left. Maybe they get to 20. I know 31 they had in 2018. That's when they went 12-4. So there's a lot to like about this game, to their credit. There's really not a lot to dislike. I mean, I'd just say the first half. The first half I disliked, for sure. Justin Fields' completion percentage was a bit low, too, candidly speaking. But you know what? He found a way to win. 1 touchdown, no picks, no turnovers, nothing. You know what? I'm okay with that. You know, Jordan Love in his first game against the Bears had like a 52% completion percentage through 3 touchdowns and no picks, no fumbles. Packers won. We all said it was a good game. I'm going to say the same thing here. This was a solid B-plus type game from Fields. He turned it on when needed. Had a decent amount of overthrows and bad throws, but when needed, he stepped up to the plate, hit a home run every time, had that big pass to DJ Moore, his only touchdown pass, ran in for a touchdown as well, put up some rushing yards. He did fine. The defense did great. Really good. I was super impressed with the defense. The run game ran all over them, but their ability to force Goff to be Jared Goff helped them win it for the first time. They should have won it twice. They did. They stuck to the game plan they had in that first game against Detroit. And this time, everybody came together, galvanized, and played 4 good quarters of football. That's why they won. And that's awesome. You know, again, there were some down times. There were some down situations. Dumb play calling from Luke Gassi. I would have forget the first half, right? Because that first half was horrible. The second half is what propelled the Bears to victory. That first half, we could fixate on it. And there were bad things that we saw. The Bears still need to play a complete game offensively. But when the time mattered, when they needed something to work out and occur, they did it. And that's all that matters to me. So I was impressed. And the Bears now are at 5-8. They're still in the cellar in the NFC North, but they won fair and square. Can't deny that. And as I look at their schedule, because I know a couple of people are saying this, they have the Browns, Cardinals, Falcons, and Packers left. They could easily win. I mean, theoretically speaking, they could win 2 or 3 of those games. And then that puts them in an even bigger conundrum of what they're going to do. I know some commented already asking about what they should do with Fields and how things should go. My position is unchanged even after this game. I don't think that he's worth a $200 million contract, and considering the situation they're in with a couple of top picks, it's a tough situation. It's going to be a situation that defines Ryan Poles' career. It's going to be a situation that defines the next couple of years of the Bears and what they're going to do. I don't think Justin Fields has yet to prove that he's a $40 million quarterback, but he played a good game today and was a B quarterback, and I can't knock him for any of that. So, the Bears won. Really can't believe it. I don't know how to react to a Bears victory. It seems like we never even see him anymore. So, celebrate that for sure. There are going to be more questions with every win or with every loss, really. Every week that goes by, there are going to be more questions. We don't have to answer all those today. Everybody wants to enjoy the win. That's fine. We'll answer them this week on our live stream on Wednesday night. But this was nice to see. And it was a complete team victory. The Bears' offense struggled in the beginning, but picked it up in the second half. The Bears' defense was on point, besides their rush defense, for the entirety of the game. They capitalized off turnovers. They made adjustments, which is something we've talked about. And in the fourth quarter, they didn't crumble. Oh, and on top of that, no turnovers across the board. No patented fourth quarter Fields fumbles or pick sixes. No lapses in judgment. It was a solid all-around win, and the Bears deserve to celebrate what they did. This is better than last week's field goal pandemonium, field goal fanatic or fantastic game, right? I wasn't celebrating that. This, you have a reason to celebrate it. This was solid all around. There's very little that we could critique from this one, besides the offense looking very flat in the first quarter and Justin Fields overthrowing a decent amount of receivers. But when needed, he stepped up, and they won. And to me, that's all that matters here today. Enjoy the victory, people. I'll tell you that. We're going to be live Wednesday night. to recap this game even more, to talk about some more Bears and maybe some baseball news as well. Certainly appreciative of everybody for hanging out with us here today. What a long and good stream that we had. Big thank you to John Meadows directing and producing. Big thank you to all of you for tuning in. We had a huge audience. We still have 100 here now, which is unbelievable. Follow me all over at Sports Talk Chicago. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, please, too. We appreciate all of your subscriptions and all of your support. Join us Wednesday night for our live stream on the show and on the game. And hit up our great affiliates near the top of your screen. Until next time, thank you. And so long, everyone.